recent weeks with toppling trees causing damage or blocking roads.
Just today, one came down on Highway 30 near Harbor Boulevard, forcing traffic down to one lane in each direction. Took ODOT crews, a lot of them, to get in and clear that. Between the rain and the high winds, we've been having you wondering, how's the safety of the trees in our yard?
Yeah, for some advice, we called in arborist Terri Brier with the Davey company to give us really a picture, Terri, into what to look for on your trees. How do you tell if they're in danger of coming down?
I think number one would be a dead tree or a dead top in a tree. Usually you're going to have root problems with a dead top. You're going to look for mushrooms in the spring or the fall around the base of the tree. That can be an indicator of root rot. The tight V crotches are going to be worse than a good U-shaped crotch.
How about a lot of the water that we've had? Soil gets a little bit saturated and causes problems?
Yes, when the wind blows and the soil's saturated, the soil has lost strength. And the soil can actually fail and let the tree come crashing down.
And on cue, it has started raining here on the square. In terms of consecutive days of rain, I mean, is there anything that you sit at home and you think, wow, I'm going to start getting calls because it's really adding up?
You know, a week or 10 days of standing water is going to take oxygen away from the tree roots. And the tree's going to suffer from that. It's pretty much drowning.
Can you go out and help it at all?
Oh, a lot of that's going to be beforehand. You might be able to go out and trench and get some soil out. But something like a French drain or directing that water away so it doesn't pool is going to help.
So you got people that, like, I'm really concerned about some of the trees in our backyard. We're in Happy Valley and that wind out of the east comes in. Does it make a difference if you go in and thin it a bit? Can you go up and have crews just cut some of the branches so the wind resistance is a little less?
Different trees are a little bit different. We used to take a tree and punch holes in it so the wind could blow through it. But we're losing more limbs when we do that because of the dampening effect. You're better off making the sail a little smaller. As opposed to trying to punch holes through it.
What about bracing a tree? Do you ever go out and do that?
Sometimes we install cables and rods. If a tree's great big, you can't really cable it to the ground.
How the trees looking here on the square?
You know, these trees are in a really harsh environment, surrounded by concrete, with the heat sink in the summer, limited root space. For the conditions that they're living in, they look pretty good.
They do look pretty good.
See, this is a serious guy. I tossed him a fun question, and he's like, does a full-on diagnosis.
Well, boy, I hope you guys aren't as busy as, well, I hope you are as busy, but I hope none of the trees fall down because I hate to see that video.
I much prefer being proactive, coming out and looking at a healthy tree and telling you you have nothing to worry about.
Good point.
As opposed to coming out and taking a tree off your house.
We'll let you get back to it. Terri Brier with the Davey Company.
Thanks
so much for coming by today. Appreciate it. KGW News.